Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy AJ. I'm here with Rage. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Nets Kingdom One, and all our socials. Just type in Nets Kingdom. We got articles too on netskingdom.net. So, Ben Simmons. The question is, do we keep Ben Simmons or do we trade Ben Simmons? Some people say Ben Simmons has one of the most valuable contracts in the NBA right now. We got a 40 million expiring deal, right? I think it's 40 million, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Mhm.
Real quick on so the last report that we got that teams were interested on Ben Simmons, it was around March 20th, 2024. It said here, I'm gonna read it. It was from Bovada official. Minnesota Timberwolves are the favorites to sign Ben Simmons if he's bought out by Brooklyn in the offseason. It had Minnesota number one, the Warriors number two, Raptors number three, Kings number four, then Spurs number five. So Ben Simmons, bro, like trade do you think Sean can do the unthinkable this offseason and get value for Ben or just get rid of his contract for Ben?
I think there'll be I feel like there's definitely, like, a chance you could get off of Ben. It's just a matter of does it make
Mhm.
sense? Obviously, we're kinda all done with Ben Simmons, and we all kinda have our we all kinda know, like, what state he's at,
Yeah,
but it might make more sense, like, if we're gonna move off of all of these other guys, it might make sense to, like, keep him around and just see what's up, and then maybe you can get more value for him at the deadline, or just let his contract expire for that upcoming year so you have more money.
yeah,
A trade could definitely, I feel like be it could definitely happen. I don't think although it is Ben Simmons, he is an expiring contract, and there are teams that will just make a move for him if it's not at a high cost, which obviously it shouldn't be.
yeah.
But I don't see us moving Ben Simmons now. I'd be more I definitely see us moving him more towards the deadline if we were to move him rather than just, moving him now, but it'd be more likely for us, to see it out or just let him expire than a trade happen, I feel like.
Yeah, his contract, like I said, is some people say it's like it's so good because you can wait out the year and then you get an instant 40 million off your books. That's a huge cap release. And then, it's expiring. So I know people say like because they compare Ben Simmons' contracts to Zach Levine's, and it's not really the same as Zach Levine's because Zach Levine has a huge amount of years left on his contract at like 40 mil, and he's like hurt all the time. He barely plays. This Ben Simmons and it's expiring, so the value of it is like the Nets still might have to give up a first or a couple of picks to get rid of Ben. But I'm saying if that's the case, you might as well just hold on to Ben for the rest of the year until let's say the season starts, he's healthy, and he gives us, some of these highlights that we're showing every time we go live, bro. These Ben Simmons highlights, like, what if he starts attacking the rim and he looks really good and he gets 10 assists a game and he gets double digit scoring and double doubles? Like, do you think his value, gets that high where the Nets are like getting offers at the deadline? Because teams, contenders, they always try to like last minute improve their teams right for before the finals run, right before the trade deadline.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
could you could see maybe a team who knows, maybe they buy him out or something, but I
Yeah.
don't that would be if we really just wanna move off of him. I definitely see us, I see us more towards us, like, keeping him and just waiting it out because it's
Just
like if
waiting it
he's
out.
already not playing for you, it's like whatever, he's already just kinda there. Might as well just see what's up, maybe you can get some value out of him. I'd see us, if anything, if we move him, it'd be at the deadline because he will have a chance to, showcase some stuff and build his value. He'll actually be able to have a chance to build his value. Who knows if he'll be able to, obviously,
Yeah. Because if he's
there
hurt,
has
he's
been
hurt.
no
Like,
there has been no
yeah,
value building over the years, like, at all. It's only deteriorated, but
yeah.
you
Like
still never know.
he has no
He's still
effect
not
on us.
overly old, and he's had injuries, so it's like, who knows, maybe he has a year where he just doesn't get injured, but just being realistic, it's just expecting another year of him not playing too much and just not expecting much and him just being off the books at the end of the year.
What do you think Ben's future is like? Do you think this is for him? Like he knows this is the last year he could have for his career. Like, do you think this is a career defining year? Because let's say Ben plays and he gets hurt. Does that affect his free agency? You know, like teams are going to actually want to sign this guy when he's a free agent, or do you think Ben has to have like a spectacular season, which is going to be hard? I mean, he's on a tanking team. I mean, there's no pressure, obviously, but do you think this is one of the career defining seasons for him, or is it just like either way, a team's still going to want him?
I think I mean, if he goes down with another severe injury, I could
Yeah,
definitely see teams completely backing away off of him for good. But
yeah,
I can also see why teams would obviously also still take a chance on him with him just being his age and him being Ben Simmons, a first overall pick and not even, that old. He's
yeah,
showcased obviously his skills over his career, what he
yeah,
can do. But it's clear that it's kinda, with a back injury, if he's gonna have another back injury, then you might as well call it quits because we know what type of player Ben Simmons is, and without a back and
yeah.
confidence, I just don't understand why a team would even think about, having a player like that,
And bro, we were
but
talking about
it's a
like,
very important year, I feel, for
yeah,
Ben Simmons, and I feel like he knows that as well. But, hey, if he's hurt, he can't do nothing about it, and at that point, you might as well just do it for the sake of your health, and just call it quit because he's made his money, and it would suck for him, but you just can't make a career off consistently being injured, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at the end of the day, and he's made his money.
yeah, bro. And bro, it's crazy how we talked about the injuries. Like certain players just get their careers cut short because of injuries. Like, well, we're gonna talk about like Brandon Roy, Tracy McGrady. I feel like could have gave us more. A couple of
Greg
guys like
Oden, obviously, we
Greg
know we know what
Oden, of
happened with Greg
course.
Oden.
Like some of these guys, like never got their true primes out because of the injuries, and I think Ben might end up like God forbid. Hopefully, he has a good season, but he's on that edge, bro. Like where this could be the end for him. It could make it
Yeah,
or
and
break
obviously
him.
he's had that little confidence issue, but having a bad back is not going to help with the confidence. Yes,
Yeah,
that we know that that's been really a big issue, but there's no denying that having an injured back will deteriorate your performance,
yeah.
especially being the type of player Ben is, and it's rough, but it's just if a player is like that,
And
teams
we're
are just
watching,
gonna
bro.
have
Like
to back off.
through the draft, some of these, like I know, like when Ben came out of the NBA, like when he got into the NBA, like there wasn't a lot of Ben Simmons around. Like there wasn't like a lot of 6'10" playmakers with that speed. He can defend 1 through 5, versatility. But now, like now the game has like fast forward and you modernize it. We're seeing some guys out the draft that have like Ben Simmons archetypes, like 6'10", like 6'10", 6'11" guys that can guard 1 through 5 and they can dribble and play make. So it's like starting to become like a regular thing, which is crazy. So
Yeah, I think he'll get another contract most likely at the end of
mhm,
this one, but I obviously don't see it being anything insanely high unless he's able to somehow, break out. But
yeah,
being realistic, I think he'll get maybe like one more or two more contracts, just seeing what's up with like, these 1 years and stuff. Because if it's not for a lot of money, teams will just, say why not.
yeah,
But if he gets another injury, it might be wraps. Hoping for the best, honestly. I hope he does play well and things do go well because I'm just a Nets fan at the end of the day, and I want to see our players do well. But
yeah.
being
Let
realistic, we gotta expect that not to happen.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that like button, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments. What do you think about Ben Simmons? Do you think that the Nets should get value for Ben Simmons, or should we just hold on to him, let him walk for free for nothing, and let's let him go? Um, what do you think? Which side are you on? So let us know in the comments. Appreciate you guys so much. NetsKingdom.net for the articles, and we'll be back.